Bonjour. You have so far learned the irregular verbs être and avoir. You've also learned that with the verb être, you are often using adjectives now. You're not just saying je suis, but je suis étudiante, or je suis étudiant, or je suis courageuse, or je suis courageux, if you were a guy. You've also learned the verb avoir, and you've learned avoir as very clearly distinct from être, although it's also irregular. You use it to talk about what you have as opposed to what you are. Now, in this lesson, we're going to look at expressions with avoir, idiomatic expressions. That means expressions that have evolved into fixed meanings and at times may surprise you because you are so used to using these expressions with the être verb in English. Let's learn now the French in terms of the French. So here we have our avoir, j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. And you've learned this. Nous avons un cours de français. Est-ce que tu as un stylo? J'ai un cours le mardi et le jeudi. And you've learned in some of your work to use indefinite articles afterwards, and when you negate, to use the de. And you've also learned that the definite article, le, la, les, is not subject to the law of change that you saw with the un, une, and des. The definite article is always le, la, les. Now let's look at our first avoir expression, the age one. So if you ask someone, how old are you, in French, you're going to say, quel âge as-tu? Or if you just kind of want to do a simple intonation question, vous avez quel âge? J'ai, and then you plug in the number of years that you have. Ils ont 21 ans. J'ai 28 ans. J'ai 29 ans. J'ai 22 ans. And here are some other expressions. I'd like to first just talk about avoir de la chance, to be lucky. Ah, you see someone with a beautiful car and a beautiful girlfriend or boyfriend and on a beautiful day, and they've just discovered something amazing and da 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 da, and you say, ah, il a de la chance, elle a de la chance. You have luck, n'est-ce pas? Chance. Vous avez de la chance. There's also avoir raison. J'ai raison. Tu as raison. I am right. And if I am wrong, je n'ai pas raison. J'ai tort. N'est-ce pas? Tu as tort. Sleepy. J'ai sommeil. Tu as sommeil. Il a sommeil. Nous avons sommeil. Il est minuit. Vous avez sommeil sans doute. Il est 1h du matin. Ils ont sommeil. Now let's look at the other ones. Avoir besoin de, avoir envie de, and avoir peur de. You can use these fixed expressions in a variety of ways. You can use avoir besoin de, avoir envie de, avoir peur de with infinitive verbs. Il a besoin d'étudier. He needs to study. Elle a envie d'étudier avec lui. She feels like studying with him. Elle a envie de danser. She feels like dancing. Nous avons envie de manger un gâteau au chocolat. We feel like eating a cake. And then avoir peur de. J'ai peur de tomber. I'm afraid of falling. Elle a peur de tomber. She's afraid of falling. Elle a peur de rater son examen. She's scared of failing her exam. We can also use these expressions with indefinite. N'est-ce pas? I need a Coke. I need a coffee. J'ai besoin d'un café. In that case, I put des apostrophe un. J'ai besoin d'un café. Tu as besoin d'une horloge dans la salle de classe. Il a peur d'une araignée. He's scared of a spider over there. J'ai envie d'un café. I feel like a coffee. Then you also have definite articles when you're talking about needing something specific, feeling like something specific, being scared of something specific or in general. J'ai besoin du café. I need the coffee. I'm talking about a specific coffee. J'ai besoin des amis. I need friends. I'm talking more in general. Il a envie du chocolat. He feels like having some chocolate. Elle a envie, de plus LE. Elle a envie du café. De plus LE. Let me see if I can... Is this the next page? Voilà. Let me go on. Okay, here we have the definite articles. Voilà. J'ai peur du professeur. Elle a envie du chocolat. Here, it's the definite article. It's specific. So you have for a negative masculine de plus le, that makes du in the contraction. That's how it comes together. You learn this through practice. You get this down through practice. J'ai peur du professeur. Le professeur. Il a peur du professeur. Elle a peur du, if it's something masculine that she is scared of. De plus la, for feminine, easy enough. You don't really have to do any changes. You just de la. Elles ont peur de la fille méchante. They're scared of the mean girl. Elles ont peur de l'araignée. They're scared of the spider. Luc a peur de l'étudiant italien. Here, étudiant is masculin, but it begins with a vowel. So you've got the de l'étudiant italien. And de plus les becomes des. Il a peur des cours difficiles. Il a peur des problèmes. Voilà. You just have to practice to get used to it. And you have plenty of opportunities to do that. All of the exercises assigned both work on helping you get a feel for the content of these avoir besoin, avoir envie, avoir peur, and also have a feel for the construction work. Avoir envie du café, avoir peur du, de la, des. You just have to keep practicing. You can even go back to some of the activities you did. Like, remember you did an activity of, school items that you would like to buy. Now think of school items that you need and school items that you feel like buying. J'ai envie d'un cahier. J'ai besoin d'un cahier. J'ai envie d'un iPod. J'ai envie de l'iPod. Voilà. You just keep practicing. Voilà. Bon travail.